Acquiring an education is one of life's great adventures. As a new cadet, you'll find that particularly true here at the Air Force Academy. We'll challenge you academically, physically, and personally. Our goal is to prepare you to be an Air Force officer and leader in the 21st century. First, let's hear from the Commandant of Cadets at the Air Force Academy.
Hello, I'm Brigadier General John Hopper, Commandant of Cadets at the Air Force Academy. In the coming days, you will receive praise and words of encouragement from your family, friends, and teachers regarding your appointment to the United States Air Force Academy. Let me add my congratulations and be the first to welcome you to the Air Force Academy. Your accomplishments mark you as an achiever, but remember, your endeavor is just beginning. If you decide to accept our offer of appointment, you'll soon report for Basic Cadet Training, or what we call BCT. BCT can best be described as a conversion from one lifestyle to another in minimum time and with maximum effort. You'll work hard to learn new ways, and the upper class cadets will likewise work hard to help you learn. Your commitment to yourself, to those close to you, and to your nation will be tested every day. There's no substitute for exactness, intense effort, and group support. Let's take a few minutes and see what you can expect during BCT.
Before you accept your appointment, make sure you're going to the Academy because it's something you want to do and not something you're doing to please your parents or others. To help you make that decision, this video will give you a look at the first challenge you'll face, Basic Cadet Training, commonly called BEAST by cadets. You'll hear from cadets going through Basic Cadet Training, as well as cadets who've recently completed it. You'll also hear from a member of the cadre. The cadre provides leadership and training to basic cadets and is composed of upperclassmen.
Every time you're asked a question, you'll sound off the top of your lungs. Do you understand? Yes, sir!
After arrival, you'll stand in line, process paperwork, follow instructions, and get haircuts. The next morning, you'll get up at 5:30 a.m. Get used to it. That's the time you'll get up every day until you get to Jacks Valley for the second part of BCT. There you'll sleep in until 6 a.m.
The first day you're running around and people are yelling at you. You have no idea about, the 7 basic responses and how to make your bed and what they expect of you. So it's supposed to be, I guess, but it's really a culture shock. And you just got to know that that's what it is. And it is going to change because obviously you fall into the routine and like they say, it gets easier.
When you first enter the Basic Cadet Wing, the biggest thing is your change from civilian life into the military life. For me, that was a big shock. I didn't have any military experience at all in my family. Coming in, learning the different lifestyle, and then of course being separated from your family and not having an opportunity to call home, and basically you have to cut that cord.
After breakfast, you'll report for your first squadron drill practice. It might be awkward at first, but after many hours of practice, you'll be as sharp as any full-fledged cadet. Following the first drill practice, you'll take the oath that makes you a member of the Armed Forces of the United States. At this solemn occasion, you'll pledge to defend and support the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Before you commit, consider carefully what this country means to you and what defending it involves. During the next week, you'll march or double time as you go from one place to another. In addition to briefings and academic placement exams, you'll be fitted for protective mouthpieces at the dentist. As you go through the transition from civilian to military life, you'll experience many changes. One of the biggest involves your room, which you and a roommate will share. One of your first tasks involves learning how to set up your room. This means learning the right way to make up a bed, clean the sink, and hang, fold, and put away items of clothing. You'll need to pay close attention to training on room setup, because the morning after your initial instruction, you'll have your first room inspection. You'll stand at attention while upperclassmen check everything in your room. If they find mistakes, you'll hear about it, but you'll learn not to make the same mistake next time.
Yes, sir! Looks presentable to you. Yes, sir!
I think the biggest challenge is really just keeping your mindset and realizing that the cadre is really there to help you and that they really care. And realize that when they're yelling at you and when they're correcting you, it's not personal. it's their job and it's what they're supposed to be doing.
Another change you'll experience in your transition from civilian to military life is the emphasis on physical fitness. You've known you needed to be in good shape to be a cadet. This is particularly true since the altitude at the Academy is more than 7,200 feet above sea level. At the beginning of your second week at BCT, you'll take the PFT diagnostic to establish your physical fitness baseline. No matter how fit you were in high school, you may be surprised at how difficult these tests are. If you come from a place near sea level, you'll be doubly challenged. It's very important to work on your physical condition now before you arrive at the Academy. During the next 2 weeks, you'll continue your physical training. You and your squadron will also participate in intramural sports. You'll study a book called Contrails, which is filled with information on military and Air Force topics. Memorize it. You'll be questioned by upper class members. It's important both for you and your squadron to give your best when faced with these demanding mental and physical challenges. Successful performance earns points for your squadron. The squadron with the most points is awarded the Honor Squadron.
I came here in good shape, but being short and going on long runs in a flight, it was really hard because we had really tall people, and they're all good, like, I think the tallest people are like 1'4" taller than I am, and so their stride's quite a bit longer than mine. So anything physical, like running or anything we did, I really had a hard time with it. So whenever we came back from a run, and I never quit, and I just finished it, I felt really good about myself.
As someone who's been at or near the top in every test of academic, athletic, and leadership achievement in high school, you may be surprised at the level of competition you encounter at the Academy. Remember, without an excellent record of achievement, we wouldn't have offered you an appointment to the Academy. The other cadets here had excellent records as well. Average at the Academy is at a much higher level than it was in high school. It's important not to get discouraged if you don't place at or near the top in every competition.
I think the biggest thing is preparing yourself mentally and realizing that here you're not going to necessarily be the big shot, because this is a very important institution and everybody here is pretty much equal. Everybody here had the high SAT scores and everybody here was involved in the sports, and I guess it's just really realizing that you may not be successful in everything you do here, but realizing that when you come here, you're going to have to give your best.
Field Day is the culmination of the first half of BCT. Here you'll put your own abilities and the teamwork skills you and your squadron have developed to the test. You'll compete against other squadrons in everything from tug of war to relay races to frisbee football. It's fun, it's challenging, and it emphasizes the important role athletic participation has in leadership development. After Field Day, you'll have a break from BCT. It's Dually Day Out. You'll spend several hours with an Air Force family that's volunteered to sponsor cadets. Not only will you get a glimpse of Air Force family home life, it'll be your first opportunity to get away from the cadet area. You'll also have access to a telephone for the first time since you arrived at the Academy. If you've been a little homesick, you'll have the opportunity to call your own family. The second part of BCT begins with the 5-mile march to Jacks Valley. Most basics look forward to this part of BCT, and you'll have fun. But it's more than a camping trip in the Colorado Rockies. After you arrive in Jacks Valley, you'll begin preparing the tent sites. You'll fill sandbags, level the ground, put down wooden pallets for floors. It's hard work. Lunch will be a welcome break. Later, upper class members will demonstrate how to raise a tent. Then it's your turn. The next few days will be filled with activities. Trained cadet cadre and professional weapons experts will teach you to safely use and care for both an M16 rifle and an M9 pistol. You can earn a ribbon for expert marksmanship. Most days you'll have a drill lesson. At Jacks Valley, you'll work on performing the manual of arms. You'll also run and perform physical training. You'll need peak fitness for the demands ahead.
You'll go on a lot of group runs with your flight, and a lot of the times they'll be real hard. They'll take you on the power lines. That's just a run out in the second piece out of Jacks Valley, and you can't really explain it until you do it. but it's real hard. It's real long, and it's on dusty roads and real steep and things like that. But you all run together. That's basically all VCT is working together.
The confidence course will challenge you physically and mentally too. As you go through the 22 stations, you'll be required to climb, crawl, slide, hang, balance, and roll. You'll test your strength, coordination, and your ability to overcome fear. You'll also use those teamwork skills you and your squadron have been developing since BCT began. You and your squadron will revisit these 22 stations when you run through the challenge course. Here, you and your team will compete with other teams to quickly and successfully perform each activity. You'll help each other and encourage each other. Best of all, as you successfully complete each part of the challenge course, your self-confidence will increase.
I feel I've really accomplished a lot. I feel that I've overcome a lot of my fears. We did the confidence course, and that really helped me overcome some of my fears of heights, and it also really helped me to realize that I can be a leader, but I can also be a follower as well. And right now I just feel really successful because we only have a week left and I still have a smile on my face.
If you don't mind getting up close and personal with dirt and mud, you'll like the assault course. You'll crawl on your belly through the mud, wriggle under barbed wire, and scramble through tunnels, all the while holding an M16. You'll climb over obstacles, run, and drop to the ground. You'll follow orders, including standing motionless for minutes at a time. Your muscles will tremble with the effort. After that, you'll look forward to going one-on-one with pugil sticks.
I think just the constant bearing and the constant stress that we try to put on them all the time is probably a big deal. But the assault course, I think, is probably the toughest thing they have to go through at this point.
I think my biggest challenge has been the assault course mixed with all the other daily activities. The other day was 103 degrees and we did the assault course in the morning, and then we went for about an hour and a half run in the afternoon. And the physically challenging parts like that, especially here in 2nd Basic Cadet Training, are extraordinarily strenuous, and you really have to just gut it out sometimes.
The skills and discipline you learn in the assault course will make the difference in the Air Base Ground Defense course. Following demonstrations and instructions, you'll take part in an exercise simulating an attack on an airbase. Expect a little more face time with the dirt. Remember, to be a leader, you first have to learn to follow. Effective followership is not blind obedience. It's being part of the solution, not part of the problem. You'll get experience in effective followership and effective leadership when you and your group tackle the 12 stations in the Leadership Reaction course. Each station is a puzzle requiring teamwork to solve. As members of your team suggest methods to complete the task, you'll get an opportunity to learn something about group dynamics. While BCT requires a lot of groundwork, you'll also get to spend some time flying in the cool, crisp Colorado air. Both rides in the helicopters and a trip in the T-43 are scheduled. The T-43 is the aircraft the Air Force uses when training navigators. The ride will give you a look at one of the Air Force jobs that may be available to you after you get your degree. The Valley Sweepstakes signals the end of Second Beast. You'll use the skills gained in the last few weeks. In the competition, you'll discover both your self-confidence, agility, and physical condition have increased. You'll compete in both individual and team events and earn points for your squadron. Activities include testing land navigational skills using compasses and the speed it takes to break down a weapon. Crab walking tests strength and agility. Groups compete in tent raising and drill. Each squadron score is posted. Ultimately, all this will contribute to the Honor Squadron competition. After a picnic, the Big Bad Basic competition begins. This is the pugil stick competition. Each squadron is represented by one male and one female contestant. Competition is fierce but fun as squadrons cheer for their favorite. After tearing down tents and packing up, you'll march out of Jack's Valley. At times, you may have thought you wouldn't make it, but you will have. You'll have met the challenges and will have gained confidence in your own ability to succeed. As you march back to the cadet area, you'll be proud. You'll have earned the right to be a member of the Air Force Academy Cadet Wing.
I think they'll have a sense of pride, a sense of accomplishment about themselves, having made it through, having to deal with so many different pressures coming this way with the cadre, with the physical things, with just being away from home for the first time.
The concluding event of BCT is the Outstanding Squadron Parade. It honors the squadron earning the most points during the various competitions in BCT. Squadron members have every right to feel proud of their achievement.
What we've accomplished is we've come together as a group, as a squadron, and as flights, and as elements, as teams, as really close teams, made some great friends, and we've made a giant step forward in becoming leaders for tomorrow.
Integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do are the core values of the Academy. All of the personal development and leadership opportunities we offer are designed to prepare you to be a professional military officer and leader. When academic classes begin in early August, you will encounter the same academic challenges encountered by students in any highly selective college or university. You'll need to properly manage your time to ensure all tasks are completed to the best of your ability. You will participate in airmanship programs and gain valuable leadership experience working as an Academy team member. Athletics will also further develop your leadership qualities. More tough challenges lie ahead as you adjust to the Academy's environment and take advantage of the many opportunities available to you. But remember, nearly 28,000 cadets have faced the same adjustments over the past 40 years, myself included, and I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything. Again, welcome to the Air Force Academy.
Tower 30, clear for takeoff.